Right, hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video now. Today I'm going to be doing not Jackie Brown again. I'm really sorry, I said I was going to do Jackie Brown, but a better idea came to mind. I will do Jackie Brown tomorrow. And before I start this video, I just want to address the fact that there is 3 Blu-rays of Pulp Fiction in the corner. Somebody asked on my last video and I don't know why it's there. One of them is actually just the cover for it, because basically I bought Pulp Fiction by itself and then I got the Tarantino collection. It was in the Tarantino collection and the cover looked cool and I couldn't just have 2 up there, so I put all 3. And that's just basically why there's 3 Pulp Fictions in the background, because also it's an awesome movie. So apart from that, let's get onto the video. And no, it isn't Jackie Brown, it's actually another Star Wars video, because basically I wanted to do another Star Wars video because I felt like just one wasn't enough for Star Wars Day, because I think it is a big day for people who like Star Wars like me. And today I think I'm going to do what I did with the Alien franchise, which is then again it's the third one again, is an underrated classic. I thought Alien 3 was an underrated classic, so I talked about it and it got a lot of views. So today I'm going to do it again, but for Star Wars Episode 3, because Star Wars Episode 3 is my 3rd favourite Star Wars movie. I think it is an amazing movie, and it's so underrated. Loads of people don't like it, and basically I want to talk about why I think it is awesome, and if you haven't seen it because people say it sucks, watch it. I think it's awesome. Start off with, I really like character arcs in films. I think character arcs, if they're done correctly, are just so evident. So my favourite one is Michael Corleone. I think Michael Corleone from the first Godfather film was such a perfect character arc. He started off, he didn't want to join the family business. In the middle, he was starting to become it. And then by the end, he was probably more ruthless than Vito Corleone. So I thought that was a perfect character arc. And with Anakin, I feel like this one was one of the best character arcs in the Star Wars franchise. So taking away the first 2 films, that just kind of added to the beginning of this one. At the beginning, he wanted to become this master. He wanted to become one of the masters because he is on the council, and people wouldn't let him, and he was annoyed at Mace Windu. And I just thought that it was so amazing how he went from kind of like just annoyed to evil, because there's the scene with the younglings and there's the scene where he kills Mace Windu basically. And I just love the scope of this film. I think this film is so epic. Like I said in my last video, some of the Star Wars films don't feel as epic to me. The first 2 didn't feel as epic, and the 7th one didn't feel as epic. But with the 4th one, and definitely this one, I just felt like the scope of it was a lot bigger. And I like it when the scope is a lot bigger. This one, it was getting political. It had different stories going on. It showed you different planets. I liked Kashyyyk, which was like the Wookiee planet. Thought that was cool. And so Anakin's arc, I thought was great in this film. I really liked the way he turned. And the Sophie's choice he basically was faced with, whether he should help Mace Windu stop Palpatine, and basically let his girlfriend die, or his wife die, kill Palpatine and join Mace Windu. Kill Mace Windu and join Palpatine to the dark side. I thought that choice was amazing. I thought it was a great moment in the Star Wars franchise. And I did really like the descent of Anakin. I thought he did it really well. I thought that Hayden Christensen, who played him, did a great job. I don't know why people give him so much hate. Sure, in the 2nd one and in parts of the 3rd one, he wasn't amazing, but I still think he did a really good job at showing Anakin Skywalker, like I would, well, as this film visioned him to be. There's so many great scenes in this film. For example, I love the Order 66 scene where Palpatine gives the order to the clone troopers to kill the Jedi. I thought it was so, like, kind of, I don't know, the music all tied in really well in that scene. It was showing like a montage of the different deaths of the Jedi. It showed you all these planets, all the characters that you've known throughout the first 3 films die, basically. It was quite sad. I did like that scene. I thought that scene was really well done. General Grievous was a cool villain. I thought he was cool in the way that he had to fight Obi-Wan Kenobi. I thought that was a good scene, and I liked the vehicle chase basically with the lizard and like the rolly thing. I thought that was awesome. Count Dooku's death wasn't as awesome as I hoped it would be, but it was another turning point for Anakin and Palpatine, and I thought Palpatine in this film did an amazing job, as he did in the first 2. I still think he is one of the best actors in this franchise. He just did a great job, and yeah, I really do like the actor as well, because he does really good as Palpatine. Mace Windu was awesome. There's such great music in this film. The final scene where Vader gets his helmet, I thought was awesome. I really do like this film. If you haven't seen it, and the final battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan is amazing. Seriously, if you don't like this film, revisit it. If you haven't seen this film because you think it's going to be bad, watch it. It's amazing. And yeah, that's my review of Star Wars with Episode 3, which I think is an underrated classic. And I will see you guys in this video.